Hello guys, and today I'm going to review every the combos with this deck because it's very exciting that this card was finally released. It does a lot for the deck and the deck has completely changed because of her. So I want to make a series of videos where I explain in depth every single possibility of combos that you can do with this deck. Similar to what Phoenix Flare X does with his decks, he explains a bunch of possibilities with their decks. The idea is I'm going to take a theme for a video, for example, in this case Petingcessoeur because it's the newly released card, and then I'm going to show every single combo possibility that you have with this starter card. And the other videos are going to be with other starter cards as well. So some of those combos are quite repetitive because they kind of involve the same thing. So if a combo is repetitive, I won't explain them as much. I will explain the basis a lot, but won't take that much time explaining things that are extremely similar, because there's a lot of combos in this deck that it comes to a point that they are kind of the same. So I won't do that. And another important thing I won't explain you every single card. If you are new to the deck and want to know the combos because you are interested in the deck, sorry, but I won't explain the cards. I should suggest you reading while I play the cards in the combo, because it would take me too much time to just say, oh, this card specials itself and blah blah blah, specials a monster. It would take too much time, so I want to do that as well. So first of all, for this video I'm going to show the one card combo with Petingcessoeur. The next one is any normal summon but monster plus Petingcessoeur. Doesn't matter which monster it is, so I'm going to use Madosh Beppo, a card that no one plays, never seen play really, although it's not the worst card in Touch type. Is actually, I think that Chicolats is actually worse, but that's besides the point. So just for that, it just needs to have Madosh in the name, it doesn't need to be a playable card at all, because no one plays this card anyways. The third one is Petingcessoeur plus Ticket. This is actually a very cool one of my favorites because it's very fun. After that, Petingcessoeur plus Angeli, and finally Petingcessoeur plus a way to send a Madosh monster to the graveyard in the middle of the combo. So the best way to... This one most likely will happen if you're playing Twin Twisters, which you should, because it's like wants to go second. And you most likely always draw into Message Gelato plus Twin Twister. It's incredible. It always happens to me. So this is... don't worry, this combo is pretty consistent because you always draw into those cards in the same hand. Anyways, so the one card combo. Your first special Petingcessoeur. Putting defense, whatever, doesn't matter. Effect of her to special Madosh monster from deck. So you're going to special Angelis. So now we are locked into only Madosh monster. Angelis tribute, summon Hootcake. Remember to put on this one because you actually want the protection from C-Start if you're going first. And after that we are going to activate Hootcake to banish Angeli, and activate Message Gelato to add a Madosh spell. So you can add either Chateau or Ticket. I actually prefer Ticket. Going first and going second, some people prefer Chateau, but Ticket essentially searches any card in the deck, while Chateau only keeps the monsters that you already have on circulation. Link using those two, and going to Madosh C-Start, going first. Hootcake is indestructible by battle, so probably putting defense anyways. If they try to destroy C-Start, C-Start can shuffle a monster from the graveyard to your deck, and this will trigger Ticket, and Ticket can special another copy of Petingcessoeur to summon another monster from deck. If you're going second, you most likely want to... Let's return here. You most likely want to use, I don't know, Hootcake and Petingcessoeur into C-Start. And after that, during the battle phase, if you have no other cards, you're going to attack into opponent's monster that has more than 1500 attack, which there's a bunch of them. And then you're going to prevent the destruction from C-Start, shuffling a monster. So let's say here, Hootcake. Alright, this will trigger Ticket, and Ticket can summon another Madosh monster. So you could summon Petingcessoeur if you want, although there isn't a lot of benefit on summoning Petingcessoeur right now, in my opinion, but you can also summon any level 4 Madosh monster, let's say here Madeline, and now you simply overlay both into Queen Charamisso. and you have a monster in the graveyard. So going second, yes, you lose your battle phase, but you can still activate Charmisso's effect, which is nice. Of course, if you have Chateau, activate Chateau before doing this, because if you activate Chateau after link summon to C-Start, you not have any Mandosh monsters in the graveyard, and you don't want that at all, unless you have a Mandosh spell in the graveyard for some reason. So, alright, second combo. So we are going to normal, our random Mandosh monster, special Petingcessoeur, summon Angeli, tribute, to summon Hootcake effect, banish Angeli, summon Messagelato, and now we can search into Ticket. This is very similar to the last one. It's essentially the same, but you don't lose your battle phase. So link into C-Start, overlay both into Charmisso. Now you detach probably Messagelato because you want him in your deck, and shuffle, I don't know, Hootcake plus Messagelato in your deck, which will trigger Ticket. And with Trigger, you can summon another monster. What I like to do here is summon Petingcessoeur, because Petingcessoeur, when she battles a monster, you can destroy opponent's card, so that's cool. Though she isn't gaining the bonus attack because you have a monster into graveyard. But this is easy to fix. You just rank up into Chocolatla mode using your Charmisso, and then shuffle the random Mandosh monster in your graveyard, and now Petingcessoeur has the bonus attack as well. This one is a combo that it's going to happen a lot as well. A combo that's probably not likely to happen that much at all is Petingcessoeur and Ticket. To activate Ticket before anything else, if the opponent tries to go Soldier one of your monsters for some reason or whatever, so you at least get a search, I suppose. So it's special Petingcessoeur here, and now we can activate her effect, special Angeli, tribute, summon Hootcake effect, banish Angeli, and now we are going to summon a card that you should be playing. At least I like the card, because it gives the deck a lot of versatility, which is Crufset, alright? If you play 3-man Gelato, you should at the very least play 3-man Gelato. I saw one person on YouTube saying that, whoa, if you're playing 3-man Gelato, you lose. No, you're retarded. You actually win more, because if you don't play 3-man Gelato, you cannot summon 2 Charmissos anyways. So, don't you want to shuffle 4 of the opponent's cards? What are you doing if you're not playing 3-man Gelatos? But you can also play 2-man Gelatos and a Crufset, which is what I'm doing. And this is important because Crufset is going to target Hootcake and return him to our hand, which is going to trigger Ticket, because a monster was returned to our side of the field, to our hand. So with Ticket we can summon a Gelato, and because Crufset is a beast, we can search Chateau. And now I suppose we activate Chateau right now, and then we normal summon Hootcake because we didn't use our normal summon at all. And now we can link Messagelato and Hootcake into C-Start, overlay both into Charmisso because Crufset is level 4 when he bounces a card. And now with Crufset you can detach probably, doesn't really matter here, let's say Petingcessoeur, and now we are going to return Petingcessoeur and Hootcake with Chateau's effect, shuffle 2 more of the opponent's cards, which is quite nice as well. And again, this combo doesn't cost you the battle phase, and also ends you with the 2 Mandoshi spells as well, which is quite nice. This one is going to take a while, because this is one of the longest ones, because it's Petingcessoeur and Angeli. And this is very important, because most of the Mandoshi combos in this deck actually are very similar to this one. So this one I'm probably going to take my time explaining it. Special Petingcessoeur, and then, where's my deck? Here, you special Petingcessoeur from deck. Now Petingcessoeur is level 4 thanks to Petingcessoeur effect. Now you can normal Angeli and tribute her to summon a Hootcake from deck. Overlay both into our first Charmisso, and directly rank up into Chocolate mode. Unless there is really a troublesome card on the field and for some reason you really need to get rid of that card as soon as possible. Unless that's the case, you don't activate Tiramisu's effect right now, because if you don't, you actually gain a lot of pluses. We activate Chocolate mode. Once per turn we can shuffle a monster from deck to the graveyard, and we detach Petingcessoeur for her second effect, which allow us to special Amandosh monster from our main deck. If Amandosh monster is shuffled from the graveyard to the main deck, and while she has Petingcessoeur as a material. So this will allow us to summon Mencegelato effect, because we have Multicake, we search Chateau. Activate Chateau, shuffle the Petingcessoeur in our graveyard, and now we are able to trigger Chocolate mode again. So detach really anything that you want here, doesn't matter. Summon the second copy of Mencegelato here, which allow us to search, of course, Ticket. Now I activate Hoodcake, because you actually didn't activate Hoodcake at all. Before playing 3 Mencegelato, you could just summon the third Mencegelato if you want to get an extra search. Because I'm not, I'm going to summon another monster instead. So something that I can do here is to summon Angeli to indirectly search into her later. And now we are going to link using Hoodcake and Chocolate mode into C-Start. And now we are going to overlay, let's overlay Angeli and Mencegelato here into Tiramisu. Tiramisu's effect, detach, target 2 monsters in the graveyard, probably Angeli and Hoodcake here. Shuffle 2 cards from the opponent's field. With Chateau, you're going to keep the monsters in your hand as well. This is going to trigger Ticket, because Amandosh card return to your hand. And now you can special another monster level 4 Amandosh monster that you can indirectly search. So probably here Magellan, I suppose. It's a good one. You could summon Petingcessoeur as well. Yes, let's summon Petingcessoeur. And now we can overlay both to summon our third Tiramisu effect, detach the monster that again we want to indirectly search, in this case Petingcessoeur, shuffle her, and shuffle Petingcessoeur. We are going to keep both monsters in our hand, even more so because we want to keep Petingcessoeur in our hand, because Petingcessoeur can summon any monster from our hand anyways. So, and most likely we're going to special summon a Petingcessoeur from the effect of Petingcessoeur. Just to finish the OTK, we can just rank up into Chocolate mode, effect, return the other Chocolate mode to our extra deck, and overlay on top, and we have exactly 8k on board, which is very, very nice. So this combo is actually, it's the basis of a lot of combos in this deck. A lot of combos in this deck are very similar to this one. The fifth and final combo is Petingcessoeur plus a way to send a Amandosh monster to the graveyard, or a Amandosh card really, can be a spell or trap if you're playing those to the graveyard in the middle of the combo. Actually, if you send a Amandosh spell or trap, you can activate Petingcessoeur as early as you can, but if it is a monster, be sure to activate after you special Petingcessoeur, because you don't want to have monsters in the graveyard before summoning her, of course. Summon Petingcessoeur from hand, and then activate her effect to summon Petingcessoeur. We can at this point already chain Twin Twister with have a monster in the graveyard in our hand. If we had a spell, we could activate whenever we want, really. And then we are going to summon Petingcessoeur from deck, which is now level 4. And because of that, we can just overlay both into Tiramisu, and then rank up into Chocolate mode, effect of her to shuffle Mencegelato to deck, because you always draw into Mencegelato plus Twin Twister. And now we are going to detach Tiramisu in specific to summon Angeli from deck. Oops, here, Angeli. Tribute Angeli, summon Hoodcake. Hoodcake needs to banish Tiramisu, because it doesn't. You want to have a monster that can be shuffled to the main deck, so you can trigger Chocolate mode unless you won't be able to trigger it at all. And this will allow us to summon Gelato and search Chateau, of course. So we activate Chateau, shuffle Angeli, trigger Chocolate La Mode again, because she's not once per turn. The regular effect is, but the second one isn't, which is nice. So now we can special summon a Cruficent or a Gelato, doesn't matter, because the point of it is just to return a Chateau to your hand. So in the case of Cruficent, just bounce it. In the case of Gelato, just search another one. I actually prefer the Cruficent in this case, because you don't end on with a Chateau in your graveyard as well. You are going to activate Chateau, shuffle Petingcessoeur, activate Chocolate La Mode effect one last time to summon the third or second Gelato, doesn't matter, to search ticket, of course. So now we are going to link those two into C-Start and overlay, let's say, both Gelatos into Tiramisu. So you have some options here. So first of all, of course, you're going to overlay both Gelatos into Queen Tiramisu and detach. And the monsters that you target here can differ. If you target Gelato, I like to shuffle him for obvious reason. You want him in your deck, not in your hand. And probably keep Hoodkick in your target Hoodkick as well, so you have a follow-up for the next turn. So this is something that you can do. Another thing that you can do, of course, trigger ticket, which is mandatory. If you're playing Cruficent instead of 3 Gelatos, you could summon 2 Gelato that you just shuffle and search a Chateau, which is nice. Although something that I actually think it's better overall is to really, you can summon any Madosh monster that you want to indirectly search. So in this case, probably Angeli or best bet, or Petingcessoeur, doesn't matter. Let's summon Angeli here. And now overlay both into our third Tiramisu. Effect, detach the monster that we want to indirectly search. Target Angeli plus Petingcessoeur, shuffle 2 more cards from the opponent's field. With Chateau, you recover those cards as well. So you indirectly search the Angeli that you want. And now we finally overlay Chocolate La Mode, bounce the other Chocolate La Mode into our extra deck, and summon another Chocolate La Mode. Now that's your field. You have an extremely good follow-up play for next turn in form of the monster that you search, and you have, or you could just search another Chateau as well if you summon another Gelato, and you have 8k on board, and you shuffle 4 cards on the opponent's field, so most likely they are already dead at this point. But if they are not, you just have so many resources that it doesn't matter. Tomorrow I'm going to probably do the combo with Magellan, because it's the most expensive card in the deck, so I think it's worth it to make the second video about Magellan. And I wasn't able to do those videos before because here where I live, which is in Brazil, we didn't receive Savage Strike, got delayed. The representative of Konami here, which is Devere, is actually awful. They never bring the sets on the... a lot of times, actually, every single set we need to wait 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks after so we can receive the set. The worst case that actually happened was with the legendary hero decks that we received kind of like 2 weeks ago, and the product was released like 4 months ago. It's ridiculous. There's so much delay here for us to receive things, so unfortunately I wasn't able to do the deck profile earlier, neither those combo videos. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned because I'm going to post more. I'm going to spam a bunch of Madoshi videos. So I hope you enjoyed the spam, and bye bye.